Hello and welcome back to our RedRun challenge in Monster Hunter 3 Ultimate, where between episodes I accidentally talked to Cha-Cha when I didn't mean to, but he's got stuff, and I figure I should collect said stuff on camera, so we're starting from this screen instead of where we usually do things. And hey, it's got a Kurapeko feather, so it's not like that screen was the worst. Maybe Kayamba's got something more exciting for me, though. That would be nice. Though I need to actually be able to talk to him. There we go. And nope, Kayamba is significantly worse. And let's just give him the pincer mask. Doesn't have as many slots as the lamp. Well, actually, no. Since we're going after Gobble, we want that. Though we are going to change his abilities, because he's not getting us any paralyses. So we're just going to take that off. And since he's got earplugs now, we're going to give him that. Yeah. Oh, we got to say okay. And we've also got the mystery pot mask, but it's not a hugely good mask, really. I don't really care for it. It's got 2 skill slots, which is nice, but other than that, it's pretty worthless. Does Granny Gotu have anything interesting today? I mean, there's definitely some interesting things here, just nothing I really want to throw my cash away on. Oh, honey. Honey and armor stones are both interesting, as are screamers. So this is one of the good days. But I think I'll hold myself back a little bit. We'll buy those mega pickaxes and... No, that's way too much cash, and we've got enough honey for now anyway. But later on, we'll definitely want to get some honey from her. And some mega bug nets to put with the other ones. That'll do just fine. And then we'll buy some more mega pickaxes just to keep on us. And there we go. And just for curiosity's sake, what would it take to upgrade our Peko weapon? Another strange beak and 4 vivid feathers. Yeah, that is not happening. Pretty sure that would take like at least 2 Pekos to have even a decent chance at. And we do not have 2 low-rank Pekos left to us. But what we do have left to us is a Gobble, which is nothing to do with Pekos. And yet, it is a key quest. So let's get that shrimp and bread going. Groomer is nice. Get rid of water blight quicker. Though if all goes according to plan, we won't get water blight. And we're probably not going to need our harpoon, but then again, it doesn't take up enough space that I feel any pressing need to put it away. So, yeah, I think we're pretty okay with what we've got. Gobble doesn't really require us to get anything special. Sonic bombs can be used against it, but I'm not about to bring my own. They'll supply a couple. Oh, frogs! Dang it. Oh well. Be nice if I even remembered where the spot to get frogs in this map was. I'm pretty sure it's up against one of the lily pads in the area where Gobble spawns. But I could be wrong. What's this? This is like herbs, right? Oh. Perhaps this is the frog spot. Give me a frog, please. There we go. Now we've got a chance. Not an amazing chance, but a chance. That's definitely a gobble. Now, if it notices my frog before it notices anything else, we might be in business. Please take the frog. Please take the frog. Hi. We got him. Now, unfortunately, he doesn't flop around for too long, and the lantern isn't really very gettable. But we got like 2 hits on it. This seems like a smallish gobble. But then again, maybe I just haven't fought enough gobbles to really know. I mean, that's probably true. Thankfully, we can dodge light. Maybe it's assumed that we close our eyes during dodges. It was not angled properly. Oh. Hit with the backswing. Oh boy. Well, that did next to no damage. Thanks, defender. Dang it. A little slow on the draw there. If I had had the Sonics ready instead of needing to swap to them, then we might have actually gotten it. Go underground, I dare you. Buddy. You're not going to get me with that flash. Wow, we didn't really get much chance to pop the lantern there. Unfortunately, our weapon is not nearly long enough to give us a good shot at popping the lantern when he's on land. But when he's underwater, we can pop the lantern without too much trouble, so I'm not super worried. And if our weapon's out, it's not like we're going to get flashed anyway. And if our weapon's not out, it's not like we're going to get flashed anyway. Because, like, we can block flashes or we can dodge flashes. So, they're not super dangerous. Though this Banahabra deserves a carving. Still no monster fluid. I would really rather get monster fluid than Banahabra parts right now. You're not doing a good job of getting hits. Oh, you're leaving? That's fine. Just means that we actually get chances to pop your lantern. Alright. There you are. Hooray for shields. This is one of those monsters that can make me remember I actually have a shield. It's all because of that lantern. Because against most monsters, I kind of forget the shield is there. I should really make an effort to remember my shield better. Because it is a valuable advantage. And that was a nice flinch. Had I dodged to the right instead of the left, I probably would have been clear of that. Sorry, buddy, you're not hitting me with your vortex. Poor Kayamba. And that is some rage. Our defense is like way too high for this. Gobble is not a very high damage output monster. Well, I guess when it charges it is. I'm sorry I doubted you, Gobble. And if we get hit by its vortex, which we won't, that's also fairly high damage output relative to his other moves. Unfortunately, we actually can't dodge the light underwater. Need to remember that. Though it shouldn't be too long before the lantern breaks if we keep putting pressure on it. Because we have gotten a flinch out of it, and we've put several direct hits on it, so I'd be very surprised if it doesn't break in just a few more hits. But hey, Gobble being on land means that we get chances at its tail rather than its lantern. Not like we can really reach much else of value. I really wish Gobble had more than just the 2 breaks. Like, if you could sever its whiskers, and I mean like more than just carving the whiskers, that would be pretty cool. But no, we only carve the whiskers. We can't actually sever them in combat. And there goes the lantern. A well-placed jump attack. Did it in. So now we have got 0 reason to fear the Flash. And in fact, the Flash is just free damage time now. I appreciate free damage time. It's much better than costly damage time. And that tail flinch, of course, means the tail is a little bit closer to popping off now. Why you hiding, buddy? When he hides and tries to do a flash, that's actually one of the best times for us, because it means that his lantern is exposed by itself for a decent period of time, and it's where we can reach it because it's right next to the ground. And the lantern, even when it's broken, is still his weakest spot, so like there's 0 reason for us to be unhappy if he tries to flash us from underground. And that's tail flinch number 2, so should pop off any moment now. Actually, a little glad we didn't hit the tail there. There would have been a slight risk of it not being carvable had we cut it, but apparently we wouldn't have cut it anyway. And I know we've got plenty of pelagisite, but this is blue. I can't resist. Even with the gobble here, I can't resist. And it's approaching. Nice try, but I'm a little too low for you. That was a pretty terrible blue node, all things considered. But we got us a tail. So all that remains is to make the gobble be more dead. Though getting some whiskers would be nice, so if it would be kind enough to go to sleep, maybe drop some aggro in another water area, then we could get some whisker carves. And so that I can tell when its whiskers are carvable, I should probably start keeping it painted, because that way, if it goes to a new area and its dot disappears, we know it's actually under the ground, which means there's a chance that the whiskers are carvable under those circumstances. That is to say, if the dot disappears but the yellow circle showing that it's in the area still remains. Defender doing some work. Alright, going over there, are we? That's fine. But I am going to chase you because you'll be on land at least for a little bit. But if it hops into the water from here and then swims to another area, or if it even goes back to the area we were just in, then I'll give it a chance to get under the water, or under the ground, underwater, rather. I don't know, I don't recall what it is I want gobble whiskers for, but getting them couldn't hurt. Yes, hello. I'm still health positive for that, so you do you, buddy. Ooh, that's a blue bug spot. Killer beetles, please. I am not getting killer beetles. But I am getting gobbles. But gobbles aren't things you want in your bug nets. There's a killer beetle. Now, is it stupid for me to try and gather these bugs in combat? You betcha. Do I care? Not a whole lot. Ooh, another killer beetle. Flash bugs are nice. Let's get rid of that royal rhino. Do your tired animation. You put your lantern right in front of your mouth for it. More hits on the lantern means faster quest for us. Going in the water, are we? Not yet, we aren't. And it is moving. So let's give it a moment. I think there's like a very slight chance that you can get a shark skin from these catfish. Like, very slight, but non-zero. And that's a swimpy one, so... Get over here, buddy. I gotta poke you. Don't need a velvety hide. I see Gobble is indeed subterranean right now. But we're a little busy getting monster guts. Okay, Gobble, we're coming for you. Hope you've saved some whiskers for me. There he is. Now, gimme them whiskers. Okay. I mean, a spike is something, but it's not the something I wanted. Let's get rid of our worms. May have spent a little too much time paying attention to the inventory and not the Gobble, but that's fine. Ow. Unfortunately, couldn't dodge quite far enough there. Way to kind of scrape a little too low there, buddy. Ow. We need to stop getting pummeled here. Here we go. Ow. Still a little too close there. Like, not close enough to hit with my weapon, but too close to not get hit. Nice flash there, buddy. Again, we're going to see if it won't go under, and sure enough it did. So we'll give it a little while to actually get situated, and then we'll head on over there. And in the meantime, we'll just take a look at this vista. It's quite nice. So now, let's see if we can maybe chance another whisker. There's Gobble. Whisker me, please. Okay, I'll take a hide, I guess. There's a whisker. Now I need to get out of the way before Gobble decides to do anything unkind. And let's get rid of our mini wets, because regular whetstones are easy enough to replace. And now we need to actually get back to killing this thing, because we do need it to die. Or to be captured, but we don't have the materials required for that. got poked. We are seriously lucky that Gobble's back spikes only paralyze when he's popping up from underground. Because if they could paralyze all the time, there would be a lot more paralysis in this fight, and that would be unpleasant, to say the least. Thanks, Cha-Cha. Did you really need that much wind-up? Also, hey, limping. Or swimping. Of course, we're not just going to let it leave. It's got to fight its way out. And with it pushing us along with it, we are having a pretty decent time here. All right, now to let it go. Because we do want it to get to sleep. Because that way we can get still more chances at more whiskers. And I don't mind that one bit. Let's go ahead and grab some air. Why not? And by now, the gobble should be asleep. Oh wait, does it sleep actually underground or does it not? I don't recall. Okay, it does. That's good. Sup, Ludroth? We're not here for you. We are here for these whiskers, which apparently I can't carve right now. Oh, is it because I already carved it 3 times? It must be. So instead, we just smack it and spook it. Ow. I could use a free heal right about now. Because, like, I don't want to use more than my herbs. But we're pretty reliant on Cha-Cha and Kayamba to decide it's time for healing if we want to not use more stuff. Good, rage is over. That means we can actually take a few hits before being at any real risk of death. Plus, this thing's gotta be pretty darn close to dead. Because it swimped in here, and then we flinched it a few times during that. Then we woke it up with a smack. Yeah, it's gotta be pretty darn close to the edge. Though we are getting a startlingly large number of negative crits. Ow. Don't feel like I should have been hit there, but whatever. Thanks, Ludroth. I definitely didn't need that little bit of health that's keeping me from death. Ow. I hear a dance. That's the kind of dance we needed. So, Gobble, if you could just go ahead and die for me, that'd be great. I'd appreciate it. I feel reluctant to use a whetstone because it's going to die pretty darn soon whether I do or not. I need to actually look out for that dash attack because it might be able to take me out from this level of health. From this level it can't. There we go. And because it was on the ground, we got to see its not swimming death animation. Thanks, Ludroth. I totally wanted to not keep carving. Seems this gobble is a spiky fella. Got 2 spikes from carving the body and 1 from carving the whiskers. Yeah, one particularly spiky gobble. I find it interesting that you can see like a hint of purple through its gullet. Well, I guess we just live here now. If it wasn't for the Ludroth, we could have probably taken a better look, but oh well. Hopefully that mystery charm will end up having a slot, because we still need to get a charm with a slot because of my failure to actually take things before, but no. No slot, and sense isn't a skill that I'm particularly interested in. Okay, how about you little jerks? You got anything useful for me? Well, hey, pelagicite isn't bad. And more mastery with the mask is good. But does that mean that we get another slot? Nope, not yet. And here's this guy to tell us that our urgent is ready. Uh-huh. Sounds nice. Though, let's check on Moga. Because I need to see a couple things, like what the Moga forecast is. Okay, no laggies on the horizon. And do we have a Rathian available for hunting? Not in here. But we've got a Rathian there and a Rathian there. So it's not like we're completely at a loss for Rathians. Also this, because it can have Giginox. I'm honestly interested in doing that. Yeah. That's what I want to do. I want to fight a Giginox. Hopefully get 4 hides out of it. That would be amazing. Especially if I also got a Maw or 2. Because we are going to need 2 if we want to upgrade the Giginox weapon. Or maybe it's more than 2. But either way, if I could get this, that would make me quite happy. And yeah, no upgrading this until high rank. And we especially want to get that, so gonna be a while before we get any upgrades on that front. Getting an icicle spike wouldn't be terrible. Yeah, there's a handful of things that I would not at all mind having. And even this, honestly, gets decently okay when upgraded. And shouldn't be the hardest thing to upgrade. It's Benahabra parts, though, which is annoying. Just one Rathian webbing. That's all we need for this. And then freaking like 4 more laggy horns, but what are we going to do about that? The answer is not a whole lot. All right. Well, that is going to be it for this episode. Join us next time when we go and grab some bloodstone in hopes that there's a Giginox defending it. See you then, friends.